Good afternoon, thank you for coming. My name is António Vicente, and I'm here to talk about SPARCS, our modular solar platform that adapts to you and your needs. More than ever, we are dependent on electronics for communication, work, and entertainment. But when we are off-grid and batteries start to run low, we can look at the sun as our energy source. However, current market solutions, as we learned from our surveys and interviews, have led the users to what we call this fixed capacity trap, where they either bring along a small system that requires them to face probably energy shortages and give them constant power anxiety, or a more bulky system which is heavier, more costly, and cumbersome to transport, but also to use. And this is because solar energy rarely performs as we expect in real-world conditions. So off-grid users, what they really need is a system that can start small and scale with their powering needs, something that is easy to transport, to stow, assemble, and use anywhere, even if the areas that we have available are uneven or irregular. But it's also smart, so that it can perform at its optimum capacity, even if the irradiance conditions are not the ideal ones, either because of shades or the charging conditions vary. And this is where SPARCS changes everything. So we took the fixed capacity solar panel and we turn it into building blocks that assemble like Lego. Each one of these modules has its own solar cell and our patent pending built-in electronics that allows them to perform independently. But when we snap them together to create an array, they will perform as a smart optimization array to scale the power. These individual models have articulated connectors from all the sides, which allows us to then create the solar panels with the area and the conformability that we need to adapt to any surface. But also we can also decide from where we want to extract the energy by connecting this output module with multiple ports from any one of these modules that comprise our array. So with the starting kit with 10 units, SPARCS allows to match powering needs from 5 watts all the way to 50. So with one single unit, I can charge, for example, a smartwatch, with 2, a phone, with 3, already a power bank, and all the way to 10 to power a laptop or a portable cooler. Do I need more power? No problem. I just add one more kit or 2, you decide. It is this flexibility and adaptability that allow us to optimize space usage and extract the most power from the area that we have available. Either it's the curved surface of a van or a remote scientific station draped over a backpack or deployed on an even terrain when we go camping on the deck of a boat. And the opportunity for this market is massive. Portable solar market is valued at 2.1 billion, and within this market we are targeting its biggest share, which is the mobile and the recreational, which is where we identify through our surveys and interviews to be the most pain points, the most willingness also to pay for a premium of a product with our characteristics, but also a clear path for early adoption. But we are not alone. So the top 5 competitors in this market command around 25% of the market share, but SPARCS is unique in its scalability and power management capabilities to optimize the power output of our system, but also in terms of usability with a simple and easy to transport system, adaptable to any kind of surface, and a packing efficiency with a minimum footprint product. To enter the market, we want to keep manufacturing lean, so we will outsource the components, the assembly, and the packaging, and our initial selling channels will be retailers operating in the outdoor market segment and mobile retailers. But later on, we also want to have our own e-store. We plan to enter the market by 2029. Until then, we are during the product development stage. We want to finalize the minimum valuable product, the design for manufacturing, and achieve the necessary certifications. For this stage, we are raising 2.5 million and an additional one once we enter the market for scale-up and ecosystem growth operations. So given the high gross margins, the low capex, and the recurring purchase by users scaling their systems together with the high growth rate of the of the market itself, we plan to start making profit from day one and reach break-even 2 years after entering the market. To make this possible, we have our amazing team comprised by me, my colleagues, Professor Manuel and Rui. We're all together from the University of Nova, and we have expertise in photovoltaics and energy innovation to make SPARCS a reality. So join us in our quest to revolutionize the solar market, because SPARCS is a unique modular platform that allows anyone to create, scale, and adapt a solar system to their needs. SPARCS really made solar cells simple, scalable, and ready for the real life. We're not just building a better solar panel, we are actually redesigning how people use solar energy. So thank you, and I'll take your questions.